our region and our sector has a big potential for the future. But if we would like to be successful and to get the, or if we would like to have a good chance, we have to have organized ourselves like a multinational organization, the finance sector, technical cooperation, and like this type of the associations or this type of the organizations. Now, when I look at the what's the our main message from the our speakers, Mr. Othman mentioned that we have, as a IDB has a 56 member countries, and each year they have approximately 3,000 members, 3,000 tenders. It's meaning that nearly each day they are in calendar days, they are evaluating approximately 10 projects and decided, or not only evaluate, also somebody's they are following and financing. This is the very crucial and big operation. Also, we have to, as a contractor, as a consultant, we have to understand their guidelines and their guidebooks because they have, IDB has two main guidelines and basic documents. If we will be successful in their activities and tender issues, we have to understand and we have to learn and we have to do our homeworks before apply their tenders. Also, he gave us a lot of information related to procedure. I believe that we will find from IDB's webpage and also IDB's gateway office or country office, or time to time they are doing very well capacity building organizations related to their stakeholders. I believe that we have to be open-minded and to participate at this type of the capacity building activities. As in KINCO, there's like huge potential. They have big, very big population. They have, they need a lot of infrastructures. Not only road transportation, they need airports, seaports, motorways, power plants, dams, railways, mass transportation, as Korean colleagues, they explained the flood control system all over the country, perhaps, and huge investment potential. I believe that Korean engineers, consultants, and companies, they are ready, and they are doing some of the cooperation and partnership activities, different type of the organization. Like, I hope that FCIC will be involved in the future. In Korean side, mainly Export and Import Bank of Korea, they have a big experience, not only this region, all over the country, because when he shared some of the case studies from Turkey to Indonesia, there are a lot of different financing mechanism, different tools, and they are very flexible, and they are doing some tailor-made financing organizations. Therefore, it's a good news. Perhaps their collaboration with IDB created new systems for financing of the infrastructure projects. Also, flood control project, it was very interesting, mainly Jakarta flood mitigation project. Congratulations, I would like to congratulate their activities. Why? Because it's very interesting project because it's not only technical, also they have to be touch their pulse of the local people, their social needs and their expectation, and environmental issues also very important. For the transfer from the Turkey transformation areas under the disaster risk site, this is the huge program in Turkey. From Turkey, therefore I am following what they are doing. I can say some of the big cities already reconstructing. There are the big tracks, big construction equipments you can see everywhere, and this is the good for country because disaster mitigation very important for the people. But on the other side, technical, social, financial, and environmental triggers have been created difficulties for the sector and for the communities. I believe that this type of the experience changing will give us a lot of potential collaboration in the short period. I would like to summarize what I understand. But if you have any question, couple of questions, if you have a patient, couple of minutes I can get, and our presenters will be happy to answer your questions. If there are no any questions, I would like to thank you for everybody, and I can say I saw a. Hold on, please. Mic is coming.
I have a small question.
Sorry. First of all, please introduce yourself and question who will be answer your question. Please explain.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah first. I'm Haytham Belhaj Ali from Tunisia, a small entrepreneur in Indonesia, between Indonesia and Malaysia. My small question is, I like the model of Turkey and the transformation of Turkey. How we can make it as an image for all the Muslim countries, like in Indonesia, Tunisia, Algeria, all the Muslim countries. How we can get benefits from the experience of Turkey, and other countries can learn from it. How we can do that?
Okay.
Small question, and I think it's some hard. I don't know.
Question is small. Answer is not. Will not be small. I think that. Go ahead,
so.
please.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can use your mic here. Thank you very much.
I understand from engineering side, isn't it? You can make connections to association of engineering, so you can find many engineering companies from Turkey to share the experiences. That's what I can say.
Mainly, I would like add some subject related this issue, your question. First of all, you in your country you have to prepare your legislations. As you remember, he started his presentation with the new legislation. Previous legislation, it was not easy for convince the people. Preparation of the legislation, technical studies, and encouragement of the people. First of all, it's created some awareness activities because they are living very risky places. Also, some financial support to them, like support of their rent during the construction period, the reduce of some of the taxes, and this type of the financial support also encourage the people to accept this proposal, because it's not easy to convince everybody in the same time. It's take a time. Therefore, I said that the social risk is very important, and you have to work with the grassroots people and to explain and to create a awareness to them. Please, Mr. Sami. Mike, please.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I mean, just maybe to complete maybe the answer, because there are many levels of dissemination of the experience, be it the experience of Turkey for the earthquake, or be it the experience of Indonesia for the flooding.
Sure.
But my contribution would be at the government level. I think that IDB now has a program that is called reverse linkage. Means that whenever you have champions at a sector, any sector or experience, for example, let's take for example the case of flooding in Indonesia, management of earthquake disaster in Turkey, then at government level, IDB Islamic Development Bank can facilitate this reverse linkage between, and it is tripartite, means for example, if you take the case of Tunisia, for example, if they would like to tackle the issue of the flooding, they can benefit from the Indonesian experience through our program of reverse linkage. And it will be tripartite, means that on one hand, it is Indonesia, the other hand you have Tunisia, and in between you have Islamic Development Bank that can of course facilitate the exchange of experience or the shift of the experience from Indonesia to Tunisia. And this program, I invite you visit our website and you will see some videos and some explanation on the reverse linkage program of Islamic Development Bank. Yes.
I want to interact with you. I like what you say, and I will be realistic. We have a project in Indonesia called Jati Proton. And this real estate, actually it's a new city. We'll try to plant in Indonesia. How I can get the benefits of what you was talking to me about now.
Here, you have a mic.
Yes, simply for reverse linkage, you have to have a need somewhere. For example, you have a need in Tunisia, and you have to have a champion on the other hand. So let's say, for example, Indonesia. So Tunisia has a need that Indonesia can help in, of course, addressing. And then Islamic Development Bank, through this program, will connect the two countries together so that
as country or
as at the government level.
The private sector have any benefits from that?
Our program is not at the level of the private sector. Currently it's not at the level of the private sector.
Which will be?
But of course the private sector normally, can connect through the federations. For example, here you have the Federation of Consultants. It can facilitate this because Indonesia and Tunisia, they are both of them member countries of OIC and of IDB. So the FCIC can play this role if it is between consultants, or FOCIC can play this role if it is contractors. But we can still facilitate, just if you explain to us, and you have, of course, the first email of Brother Uthman, PPR or PPR at isdb.org. You can put whatever, of course, question, and we can dig, deeper in IDB or with the two federations to find a solution for you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for your detailed information. FCIC's aims is providing assistance in developing countries and improving the consulting activities. As Mr. Saim mentioned that we are share country experience with another countries consulting and engineering companies. Therefore, we are the like a bridge, and you can use our networking and our facilities. That's all. Is there any question? And I couldn't see any hand. And I would like to thank our presenters, and also please share my feelings. You are so patient people. You listen to us, and also you stay. This is the like 6:15. You stay more than 1 hour with us. Thank you very much for everybody. Thanks a lot. Sorry. Also, sorry. I would like to thanks our translators and our colleagues. They serve us, and they feel us like at our home. Thank you for everybody. Thanks a lot. Also, IDB and the government of Indonesia.